Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Squared Circle Society. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
And Pugs Dread.
Namaste.
So, gentlemen, we're just coming off of a really busy wrestling weekend with, of course, the most important show, XPW Drive-In Massacre.
Most important to some of us.
And Survivor Series War Games, which is like impossible.
More important to others.
Impossible to avoid spoilers.
I was able to do it, so I don't know what you were talking about.
Real quick. You know, because I can't watch two shows at the same time.
I didn't watch two shows at the same time.
Yeah, you did.
Actually,
I thought
it got spoiled for me. Also,
yeah. I only
watched the other show during cleanup of the one show.
So real quick, did you hear? Because again, watching the XPW stream, and of course, you know, certain things are picked up on audio. But if you listen closely, I assume it's fans. I don't know if it was somebody in the back was like talking like CM Punk just showed up. It was like,
no, I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, that's not how it was spoiled for you. Okay, I was curious.
Some dickhead sent me a
text. No. Who sent you a text?
Some dickhead.
I want to know.
I don't even met this person. It was an accident on their part, but that and then one of the wrestling channels I follow just straight up had an alert on, so all my alerts are gone now. Bye.
Steve L watched 3 shows at the same time: XPW, WWE, and H2O.
Like
that's impressive.
I forgot H2O was even on.
I can watch multiple shows, but as far as like enjoying multiple shows, that's the problem.
Well, to be fair, if I could have thrown 4 on, I'm not going to be enjoying multiple shows. I'm going to be enjoying one and the others are on.
Yeah. So I was like, you know, if I'm reviewing these things,
which we were and we are.
Yeah. So
XPW comes first. Fuckhead.
Well, no, apparently not for all, because we should have did this last night as soon as the show was done, but someone had to watch them out of order.
I had 10,000 podcasts to do. I'm sorry.
Again, but, not the one that matters. All he.
But we got them all in.
Coming episode 1001, brand new host. Stay tuned.
But XPW Drive-In Massacre, and we'll talk
highlight
War
of
Games
the night
and other things at the end of the show. But first, XPW Drive-In Massacre. So we kick this off. We actually kick this off with a sign. I'm just gonna say it all kicks off with a sign. The body proposition my 16-year-old. That was like the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh wow, that's fucking savage.
Ben Grimm says porn takes priority. Brian Trash Dan's a channel hoe for show.
He is. We know that, and that's problematic.
Major channel hoe this week.
That's a different XPW show. He said problematic. It's a different XPW show.
Yeah, there you go. But I thought that was really funny, and I was excited for the first match because Soul Taker taking on Tarzan Duran, 2 channel favorites, and go back and
using your stupid lingo on our goddamn station, Dan.
What?
He's not lying there though. I am a big fan of both of these.
I know he is.
Channel favorites. Soul Taker, you can go back and look at our interview with Soul Taker.
Oh, Dan tonight. It's too much for me. I'm sorry. Turn it down, Dan.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
So we do kick it off. I mean, I think there's like some pretty heavy beef now with LA and Jersey, because those fuck LA chants were pretty big.
Yeah, for all fucking that's fine. But LA does it better.
How are you going to get your revenge at the next show now? Like, because like I feel like it's got to escalate now. You got to do something.
You're gonna wake sleeping giants. They don't even know.
What would
one
really
who should know better done fucked up too.
What would piss off the Jersey fans? Because now it's like each month.
I'm not allowed to say exactly what I want to say here, so don't tempt me like that.
Okay, that's probably not a good idea. But
what's up, Anthony?
Hey, Anthony. I think it's going to be a fun escalation each month.
They can go fuck themselves. I swear. Like, it's going to be awesome when I actually do finally get there and I'm in my own like Pope section. Fuck you, hard Fs.
that could get bad if the Front Row Mafia comes to New Jersey. Ooh.
We ain't ready. End of the world. What up?
What up? So Soul Taker taking on Tarzan Duran. I fucking love this match.
I wish they would have went a little harder in the back and forth with the mic, because I'm used to him fucking hitting nails and coffins. And this one wasn't as impactful, but the match more than made up for it.
I did you smile? I think the line was, "Do I look white, motherfucker?"
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That you interrupted Larry. That was also that was also, oh man, I cringe, but I love his promos at the same time.
He's the fucking greatest.
So much white uncomfortability. It's great.
This felt like kind of a classic. I mean, Tarzan's not little, but kind of in comparison, big man, little man match. It kind of reminded me of like HBK sort of Sid type thing. It was. I really enjoyed the back and forth action. I thought they had great chemistry. Probably the best Soul Taker match I've certainly seen in a while. He was, I think, really going for it. We get a good mix of action.
We're hitting hard. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were going harder than I expected.
End of the world. Tarzan smoked 2 blunts a match.
There you go.
Speaking of fucking lion ass motherfucker for a goddamn smokeless cooker, you fuck, or smokeless crock pot, whatever the fuck it is.
Speaking of Undertaker, Tarzan hits a pretty impressive Undertaker dive on Soul Taker that I thought was really cool. This match was just a lot of fun. Again, it wasn't any one specific thing. We got in some of our thumbtack spots, some of the classic Undertaker stuff, but
shovel.
Yeah, these two had really good chemistry. It's kind of tough because neither one of them, I feel like, should really lose,
which is kind of good sometimes.
Yeah,
both crowd favorites, and thankfully Taker still has his streak. Keep it going.
I think that's the one thing that makes it okay. That, like, because I wanted Tarzan to go over, obviously.
I don't want to root against that man,
but I get the streak, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So you have access, I think, at least as of now, to Tarzan more, so I can kind of see the argument that maybe it should have been Tarzan going over. But I like this match enough.
But he's an attraction, so he shows up special. I mean,
I get it. It's a tough one to book.
And this was like one of the first matches like that they announced. I was like, okay, I really want to see this match. I mean, for him specifically. But honestly, I believe the other 2 times he was just an appearance. Like there was no announced match.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we would have
got. He was announced by himself. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, just a lot of fun. This was all over the place, and it was just a really fun opening match.
Not a 5-star match or anything, just a fun, enjoyable match. I mean, it was a great opening to the show.
Good tone setter.
Great promo, lots of action. Tarzan Duran's a star.
Yes, sir.
He really is. I could see him, and I've said this about more than a few guys on the roster. I mean, I could see him being elevated to like a main event.
You know who he reminds me of, like a little bit? Early white trash Johnny Webb, and look where that man ended up. So
probably more athletic version of him, but very much so character wise.
So gold is in his future, and I'm here for it. That guy's badass.
Yeah. So I don't think a loss to the Soul Taker hurts him too much. I expect big things for him going forward. So Soul Taker picks up the win with a tombstone. Well, choke slam, then a tombstone onto the tax.
Steve L. Soul Taker has warrants in LA.
Maybe, I don't know. That could be.
Don't we all?
It is XPW. You never know. So all right, next matchup we have the returning JJ Escobar taking on the XPW debut of Obey, who is, I don't know if he would agree with this, but I would say kind of a Cenobite character.
I didn't get really Cenobite with the black vinyl and the crown.
Puerto Rican Tajiri, goddammit.
Well, how do you go from Puerto Rican to Tajiri? I think more Cenobite than,
because he's
Puerto
from the
Rican.
Dominican Republic. Did you not pay attention?
Well, you can be a Cenobite from the Dominican Republic. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, okay, Cenobite. I want to lean into
after the
Cenobite.
last one, Dan lets them be anything they want to be now.
I want him to lean
Nigga
into
Taker's in the house. Hard RIP, buddy. Good job.
What's up, man?
What up?
Good to see you. Great match. If you're just jumping in, we thought your opener was awesome. You had great chemistry with Tarzan. Yeah, I thought
Bad Grim. No, they're not, but
I thought they said he was from Puerto Rico, so I apologize.
so I was right.
You
Yes,
might be.
GXH Obey was on the IWA Carnage Cup 13. Great to see him at XPW.
Yeah. That's probably where he was discovered, because that's one of the benefits of having those shows on XPW streaming. You can see like, oh, who's this guy? Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Driftwood.
Controversy yet?
He was there. They were talking shit to him.
He was in LA too.
Okay.
I like the idea of him fully embracing the Cenobite thing. Have him come out with a lament configuration against Soul Taker's Urn. It's a whole story.
That might be fun.
That's actually fuck yeah.
There you go.
I just want to see the Puerto Rican take on a Cenobite. Oh, and GXH is a Cenobite. Those are the Hellraiser creatures like Pinhead and
yeah, Hellraiser, leather people.
Dan, your leather people are different.
I really enjoyed Obey in this match. We get a lot of back and forth weed whacker action. I do like the logic in not counting the fall inside the trash can, where obviously the shoulders wouldn't be down. I enjoyed that. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but
that part was fine.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Ref stoppage, they do overdo that a little bit.
This is XPW. We need to knock this shit off. There was a couple of times where it was kind of cool. Judge Joe Dredd twice. Let him have this. I don't know. Just XPW and stoppage because they're hurting him too much doesn't sit right with me. But
you could have like somebody throw in a towel. I could accept that. That's like,
but they weren't a death match. It wasn't.
But also, he's a fucking like I'm assuming since you mentioned Cenobite, a monster type character. Fuck that. Yeah. Don't stop. Take the pinfall. Fucking pass out.
I like the idea of using the weed whacker as sort of a bludgeoning tool. Like I like the idea of that finish. I didn't really have an issue with it, but yeah, I don't know. They do the ref stoppage too much. I guess you could argue like it still ultimately comes down to referee's discretion. But I don't know.
Well, we're gonna shit on someone else later on tonight.
Yeah, this was a great show, but there is one like major like issue I had at the end. But another fun match. I'm curious to see more of Obey. Again, I'm just a guy kind of experiencing him for the first time, so that's kind of what I took from his character, which I'm curious to see that.
The ending didn't ruin the match for me. I thought it was pretty good. It's just sour bite to end the meal in that case, but yeah, JJ fucking kicked ass and Obey rules, and I'm excited for more.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely
waiting to see the story they will tell.
Yep, JJ Escobar picking up the win by a ref stoppage.
And fucking Obey versus Nigga Taker coming soon. Come on. Soul Taker. Sorry.
Soul Taker, yes. Match number 3. Lucky 13 taking on Danny Moff, the king of the motherfucking North, Dan Moff. And all right, so this was fucking good shit.
Here's your big man, little man.
Yes, This felt like I compared, an HBK big man match, but this felt like I don't know, like RVD taking on Bam Bam Bigelow in his prime. That's like how I would pitch the Lucky 13 Dan Moff match. This was
high praise.
oh my god, this was just wild. This Lucky 13 has never had a bad performance. This was just a mixture of sick power moves, some really impressive aerial stuff. Lucky 13 hit a Canadian destroyer on Moff at one point. I mean, Jesus Christ. And that burning hammer spot onto the chair. This was just wild, out of control. Dan Moff, I'm pretty sure, came that close to killing a woman in the front row. It was just as big of a blast as I had seeing this on Stream XPW. I can imagine live this must have been just stellar. What did you guys think? Because I think these two tore the fucking house down. I want Dan Moff Schlack.
Same.
Because Schlack needs like that physical threat. He needs that big, like, oh my God, this guy is going to be hard to bulldoze. And I think that would be a really good match down the line. But what did you guys think of this one?
Copy and paste for me. Lucky 13 is always fucking awesome.
Yes.
And then Dan Maff, he's still kind of new to me. I know he's a legend and stuff, but I never really paid attention to him. But his presence and presentation is fucking cool. I like seeing him do the big man spots. He looks like an ex-con. I don't know if he actually is, but like he just looks like that bulldog that worked out, and that now he just wants to destroy everybody. And I believe it. They did outstanding.
I think Larry called him a mule, basically, on commentary.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. It's all right. Soul Taker gave him the cool. Yeah, I'm also ready for Maff and Schlack to go at it. So I'll patiently wait, but I do want it.
Yeah, that seems like a good big man match.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And I do like the ending promo, Moff putting over New Jersey pussy. That was funny. And
they're all pussies, so it should make sense that they have the pick of the litter.
There you go. Shots fired.
You tell me Kevin Smith isn't out there beating people's asses? Then that's what he's a pussy too.
We don't need a shit on Kevin Smith.
But come on. He is a pussy.
We
know he's a pussy. Come on.
He is not.
But you know what? Sometimes he's like pussy, so it's okay.
Kevin Smith is a pussy, but I still loved his last.
I love this man.
The pussy.
He's definitely.
We went high on that today, didn't we?
Definitely a pussy. But
okay, I'm a little loopy. I think
that's okay. But yeah, no, the match was fantastic. Dan Moff picks up the win with the burning hammer onto the chair. You can't go wrong with these two guys. I wouldn't mind seeing this one again at some point. All right, so moving on to match number 4.
Well, between that, Rob Black came out, and then he announced the next time they'll be back in February 27th.
No, later. He came out after the match.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. You're right. There's one more match.
There you go. I told you.
Just gaslit him.
I'm honest.
Good notes. So Dirty Ron taking on Eric Ryan, the number 1 contender, which Dirty Ron strongly disagrees with. And
I'm Team Dirty Ron on this one.
Good story going into this. Eric Ryan goes hard out of the gate with several tubes smashed over Ron. There were some really nasty tube spots, dueling Death Valley drivers into the tubes, and that sick superplex through the light tube box.
Yeah, that part was fucking awesome.
And it seemed like some girl was trying to hook up with Ron and Larry in the middle of this on commentary. Another funny thing you kind of capture watching Stream XPW. I don't know what was going on there. There was a lot of stuff happening.
There was a lot of us saying, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. because I had to mute you guys and like a bunch, but then I could see like I was like, I wonder what's going on. But I did see some stuff. And what did you guys think of this match?
Again, I fucking love Dirty Ron. That a really good clown, and Eric Ryan, he's a good worker. Even though right at the moment I find him annoying, but I think I'm supposed to.
Yeah, that's kind of where you came out fucked with Schlack last time too, and Jimmy.
Yeah.
We got some issues. You got some
that you're picking on my dudes. You're starting a fight, you can't finish unless you bring in your boys, which who knows. No, this match was entertaining as hell, dude. Took it all over, got super bloody, and that the last spot with through the box of light tubes. That's cool as fuck. Give me more.
Yeah, I agree. Sad to see Rod lose, but storyline wise, that kind of made sense.
He's one of those where like even if because I know he lost, but like that part don't matter to me. That's Dirty Ron. That he's cool.
Yeah. No, he'll be fine. So another good match, great finish with Eric Ryan going over. And then in match number 5, wow. So we have the MAGA Butcher taking on the also debuting in XPW, Chuck Stein. Pugs, you seem eager, so hot tag you first.
I'm going to do the technically. Technically, I believe he was on a Theater Brutality already, but not the main roster. This is his official main roster.
Commentary, I believe, did say XPW.
It's been even Rob talked about it on the podcast. So this is official.
So there was some fucking scary shit in this match.
Absolutely. There was some unease, uncomfort. I was enjoying all that shit. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anyone to actually fucking get hurt, but like the fact that the threat was real. Like,
hey, that's trademarked.
I was wondering if you're gonna pick that up. I have never seen that many guardrails in a ring and that many fucking attempts to murder somebody. This was fucking insane. I wish I had been there. And I do think this is a middle finger to Freddy Krueger from the last show. And you know what? Sacrifices must be made. Thanks to that pussy, we got this amazing fucking match. This shit was so fucking cool and brutal, man. Chuck Stein, you are more than welcome in my house, buddy. This was fucking great. MAGA Butcher always puts on a fucking fantastic fight. This was insane. I fucking loved it. I want to watch it again, over and over. Again, I've never seen that many guardrails in a ring do that much fucking damage. Awesome. Fucking
goddamn fucking pussy LA hipster fans making real LA fans look bad for all that bullshit.
Steve L, I'm glad Freddy Krueger wasn't there to get hit by those barricades.
I wish that motherfucker was there.
Imagine the lights go out and you just hear like the Nightmare on Elm Street, like it goes up and he's in the ring, then he just gets killed by.
We'll send our Krueger. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Our Krueger would be a much bigger issue because the guardrail's not taking him out. So, dude, this match, like, and I mean this in the best possible way, but like, I'm enjoying the hell out of myself, but at the same time, I'm like, I really feel like this is legit danger right now. Like, you don't get that feeling from many people these days.
The possibility of those legs, just what did Krueger say? But sodomizing these boys, it's terrible.
So Dan, now if did you watching it? Did you know that everyone was fine, or did you think we would have kind of tipped you off like something bad happened?
I've actually thought that it might, because again, I didn't see anything that spoiled the show for me, but I could see the phone going off like constantly.
So in your back of your mind, you're like, maybe something bad.
When I was watching this, I thought maybe the power bomb or because I only trained. I never became a full-on worker, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, that don't look fucking safe. Like, so I thought something bad might have happened to one of them. Then,
speaking of Krueger, when is Mike Krueger going to get a match in XPW? I tell you what, go to the XPW page and put "We want Mike Krueger."
Demand
Mike
it.
Kruger. Demand it, and then obviously everyone, all the fans, whenever you say something that they want, I'm getting mad. But you get my point. You say the name over and over, and then somehow that fucking asshole appears. Boo! Not to Kruger, but that's for the other show. But yeah, demand Kruger because we want him there. He wants to be there. So
demand the
Hugs already showed his
Kruger.
excitement for our brief Survivor Series discussion.
Yeah, Kruger, Schlack. Go back and watch. They have met before. So
IWA Mid-South. Was it both times? I know the first one was.
Yeah, he had a few matches with Schlack, I believe.
He said 2. He needs that third.
Yeah. So
Schlack ain't ready for a new Kruger.
They both got more violent since then. So I think that would
this is true.
That would be. He just needs to pick.
Schlack, if you're listening, you can't handle Kruger. I'm telling you right now. I'm a big fan of you, but you can't handle it. Defend the belt, punk.
Might be a little tougher than Jeff King. No offense to Jeff. I think that's going to be a tough battle.
That guy's tough too, though.
Yeah. We'll get there. I'm fucking three-way. I want to see all three of those guys.
Oh, here we go. Steve L. Mike Kruger should just show up at the next LA show in a Freddy mask.
See, the problem, Kruger's just going to catch that guardrail and just throw it right back at him. So
that's not a bad. That would be really cool.
Somebody with that guardrail. But yeah, no, I mean this whole thing, and I've never seen that many fucking guardrails in a ring. It was just holy shit, a different kind of match. Because I have friends that are watching XPW right now that aren't necessarily, they haven't come up on death matches, so they're just experiencing a lot of this for the first time. And they've commented light tubes are used a lot, and I was like, this was different. It was like fucking guardrails, and it came off just as brutal.
Way more, actually.
Yeah, like those things are heavy. They're dangerous. The whole time I was thinking, like, I think this might be going to the hospital. Then I was worried because Hardcore Hillbilly, another friend of the channel, got involved. Guy too.
Jesus, he did his fucking Cactus Jack splat.
Yeah, elbow off the apron. I was waiting. I was like, because these guardrails, you can only control those so well. I mean, they're fucking heavy.
Dude, Butcher took it up to the top rope.
When I saw that, I was like not looking, because there was sometimes like Chuck Stein, I was waiting for his head to go full scanners and just fucking explode, because it just looked like he was getting railed with these fucking things. And
I guess they met twice before, so this was the Maga's first win over Chuck Stein. So
yeah,
that's pretty big.
Yeah. And then that power bomb onto the guardrails, and tapping him out with the spike at the end. Or I don't think he actually tapped, he passed out, in fairness. So Maga Butcher picking up the win.
End of the world. Too bad no high pitched will with Chuck. It's probably why he got demolished.
What did he do?
Straight west. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm reading the comment. You go for it.
If I were managing Chuck Stein, I think I'm like, dude, I'm just going to hang out in the back. I'm not fucking with the Butcher, man. Like, no way.
Straight west. Someone could have easily got impaled on those guardrail legs. Yeah, that's what was the main concern.
Is it me, or do they seem like a little like less heavy duty than the LA ones?
Probably. It's Jersey. They don't need to hold pussy. They're weak over there.
Well, no, because I remember how hard it was for him but it may have just been how hard they were hooked together. Because I don't think they wanted those things to come apart.
Yeah, when he had it on the top rope, I was just like,
that was fucking insane. It's like, are you sure you can balance that shit and yourself? Oh, well, I guess you're not gonna stay up there long enough to find out.
Well, that's like I was saying. I was waiting for somebody to get hurt. I was like, oh fuck, please don't let him fall out of the ring or something like that. Just So this had me on the edge of my seat. Anytime it feels like you're in a fight for your life every Butcher match. I mean,
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think they are.
So the legend picking up the win. Hopefully, we'll see Chuck Stein again.
I kind of want to see him beat Dr. Redacted a few more times. I just want that look of fear again. It's the same look. It's the same look your fucking deathmatch legend fucking Nick Gage had with fucking David Arquette was about to fucking cut his ass. I still remember that moment of fear.
He's like, fuck, I'm going back to jail. That's all he was thinking.
Oh, can you imagine that going a little different? Scream legend David Arquette died today.
No, I want Ready to Rumble. No.
Harpoon his ass.
That motherfucker was afraid.
Jimmy, what was Oliver Platt's character? Jimmy King.
Jimmy King.
Jimmy King is got to make a return to the deathmatch scene to take out Nick Gage. Nick Gage just plays it like Zeus and no holds barred. He just does that walk.
I'm actually ready for a Ready to Rumble too, but that's a different conversation.
That feels like an easy direct to VOD title.
We just got Good Burger too. I don't see why the fuck not.
Why the fuck not? All right, so
Steve L, WWKD. What would King do? Fuck yeah.
What up?
I think
Corey?
one of them has a bigger fan base.
Yeah.
All right, so next up, match number 6. We get Schlack taking on Jeff King. So Jeff King is legit. Like I'm a big fan.
Nice Terry Funk pants.
Yeah, nice Terry Funk pants. The one problem that we're running into is Schlack is like there's just so many matches there's a little less suspense because you just know they're not going to be able to take out Schlack. So that's why whether it's Danny Moff or our own Kruger, he needs that like big physical threat because he's just murdered so many people. So he needs that big physical threat that's going to be hard to take out. This match was fantastic. We start off with Schlack using a shiv, I believe it was, to just tear open the flesh on Jeff King's head. Lots of blood, as you would expect. There was a really nasty moment where Schlack just yeets this fucking chair right into Jeff's head that just looked really painful. We get Jeff even hit a top rope Tower of London through a chair stack on Schlack.
Steve L, Jeff King is like a crash test dummy. This was my favorite match of the show.
He can take a fucking ass kicking. He really can. But hits a lot of offense here. It was definitely a back and forth match. Yeah, what did you guys think?
I happen to agree with Steve. Favorite match of the night because, like, don't get me wrong, the Maga Butcher and Chuck Stein was fucking awesome, but this one felt more XPW. The other one felt more fucking chaotic, which again is still good. But yeah, this one because they did in-ring work, they did fucking brutal spots, super bloody. Yeah, it was just all like Schlack fucking wrecked this guy around the room, but he was holding his own. It was very fucking enjoyable, man. And not as stressful as the previous match, but it was good.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's so many points here where like I'm expecting somebody was hurt because of how the phone was just blowing up for multiple reasons across multiple shows. But yeah, and a great finish. Just Schlack flying off that giant fucking ladder through that giant light tube stack for the win.
Looking like Supreme up there.
Yeah.
No fire, thankfully.
Can you imagine Schlack taking on Supreme in his prime? Holy God. Shit, that is a dream match.
That is a Godzilla ending of a movie.
Yeah.
That is an ultimate kaiju battle. Holy crap. Yeah, so another really
Drake
wild
West says Schlack did the top ladder slash because Drake did it on Circle 6 from the top turnbuckle.
Oh, nice. I don't watch Circle 6, but that's cool.
Is that free one? I think I saw that. I don't remember him going to the top. Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he probably thought there was a. Never mind. I thought some Faruza goodies were up there. We'll just go with that.
I feel like
Straight West. Schlack broke Drake's back. Don't you forget. We remember.
That's right.
they did. I feel like everybody's buzzing about that Hangman Page Swerve match in AEW. I feel like maybe Drake did that blood spot with the body because something's going on with him. I don't know what's happening there. Looking very skinny, but moving on to the next.
Real quick though, that Swerve and Hangman match does deserve to be talked about. I believe
it does. It does. That was cool shit. All right, so moving on to we're already at the main event. So far, this show really did not have a bad match. I mean, everything was just wild, crazy. It was a great fucking show. And then, so there's some shenanigans before our main event. Larry's birthday, he gets a lap dance.
Yeah, for real.
I was gonna say, Larry, come on, like get somebody else up there and they can be your surrogate. I mean, you're not appreciating it. Like,
I think he enjoyed it, like for the most part. But yeah, he's not kind of wait. Yeah, it's
you should just be glad it was the beginning of the night, not the end.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be Ludark's filling him up all of a sudden, pulls the mask off, and it's just that Mission Impossible moment. It's the body.
That would be funny.
And he's already inside of him.
Real quick, Steve L. Speaking of Supreme, is CCW still playing the Games of Supreme show? It was supposed to be coming up December 10th. It's been pushed.
Yes, I actually.
I don't remember Oh, you did? Okay, my bad.
February, I believe. No.
Yeah.
I thought February too, from what I remember. Nobody versus the cat. I don't know why, but that didn't happen.
I got caught at the border again. Goddamn foreigners. It's all Maga's fault.
There you go. The Mega Maga movement found a way to block him.
Unfortunately, yeah. Well, hopefully that means
he's laying
the body
under
versus the cat choppy PP match in LA.
There you go. Body could be somewhere, in Ottawa under a big pile of guardrails. I think, Necro took a side trip and took him out. That's what we'll roll with for now until we figure out what's going on. He gets the lap dance, and we get into our match with Schlack joining commentary with Ron and his White Claw, which made me laugh.
That just seems to me like Rob's getting a little fed up because he sent out his guy. That's his guy. Like, here, something's going wrong. Send Schlack. He's got it. And Schlack is hilarious.
I don't know what was going on there. Like I said, there seemed to be some stuff, off to the side. I have no idea. I don't like the idea of a guy who's just been through a death match joining commentary. I get it. Maybe there's only so many people he trusted.
It's Schlack.
It's
Schlack. I also didn't like Necro in the crowd.
His drugs of choice are medicinal, not recreational. He even put that over on commentary. That's how he was able to get out there.
There you go.
Oh, it's all right because we caught Necro. We caught him drinking his goddamn Modelo.
Oh, race trader.
Yep.
At least it wasn't a Bud Light, right?
If Kid Rock already okayed that by bringing it back, so
this is true.
Hardcore Hillbilly just walks out and catches Butcher, and he's like, "You broke my heart."
That's when you see me eat a goddamn burrito.
That's when we're gonna see the hip hop hillbilly. He's gonna turn hip hop hillbilly.
I do want that. Oh my god! He comes out with a bunch of black girls.
He's got dreads.
When Trump loses, they just all snap and flip. That's when you get hip hop hillbilly.
If he wins, though, don't you kind of have to put the belt on Butcher for a little while? At least initially,
yes.
Especially for the LA, well, New Jersey too, but LA.
They believe it more there.
You kind of have to capitalize on that. But anyways, so Ludark taking on the icon Mickey Knuckles.
Fuck yeah.
So really fun match, as you would expect. Mickey Knuckles is always a blast. I've always said if she's on a show, it is a show worth going to, and all the violence that you expect. I thought it was cool that they let this main event, especially with
Big fucking deal.
Yeah, which atypical for XPW,
right?
So in a big moment, putting that belt on Mickey Knuckles, I wasn't expecting that to happen, which, always cool to have a surprise. But the finish, I hate to jump right to it, but what the fuck?
It's
not.
Mistakes were made. Let them roll. It's like the same issue that Ronda and Becky Lynch had. Like the shoulders weren't down. What are we doing here? Let them fucking roll. Give them a second to they're smart on their feet. Because like it almost ruins her moment. But the fact that it's Mickey Knuckles, I'm just gonna allow this because she's the shit and she deserves this. She's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah,
that shit sucked. I felt so fucking terrible.
It just like I was watching it and I was like, shoulders aren't down. I mean, I'm not a referee.
Why the fuck? Yeah. Move the chair. Boom, floor. Yeah. I don't know. Something could have been done.
It was an awkward spot, and it just didn't. The shoulders aren't fucking down, guys.
End of the world says all day Larry and Ron talking shit on Ref L, which this is proof why they do.
That I've been told there were a few sightings of Mickey's Uranus, but not confirmed. I didn't see it.
Hold on.
At least end of the world. At least we get to see Mickey defend the belt. Merry Christmas too.
100%. Yes. I'm glad that the belt's on her. And again, it was still overall a fantastic show. I just it just seemed so obvious. Like you can see that that's not how that was supposed to go.
Well, I should have reached out and had our referee that we have.
What would you do?
Yeah,
shoulders aren't down. You don't count the fall.
I know exactly what she would do.
Somebody doesn't. Somebody doesn't kick out. You got to count the fall. Like it's your job to kick out.
But Daniel also knows I'm going to edit it and make it not fun.
Yes, if you're watching the Blu-ray, I'm sure Todd will make it.
Oh no! This is different.
Oh. Yeah,
also, you can only do so much. They're literally fucking 2 feet off the goddamn ground.
Well, I get the logic behind it. See, here's the thing: the shoulders are against the cardboard or fucking fireboard, the board that didn't break. Last month, it's no different than the count on top of the shopping cart.
Yeah, and I kind of disagree with that too. But the way she kind of was, I was like, that's not.
I would have said, not the right ref call, but
yeah, I've seen a few weird pins like that. This is a random segue, but I remember, I think it was when they were doing the early hardcore title stuff. Big Show just like held somebody against the wall, and I was like, I don't know, the wrestling nerd in me, I'm like, can you really count that as a fall? Because he's still like vertical.
Fucking true, but the fact that he's that big and gigantic, that one I can believe. I'll get away with that. I'm gonna palm you to the fucking wall.
All right, you back somebody into the turnbuckle, collar and elbow tie up, and you back him against the turnbuckle. So you're saying the ref can count at 3 on the
turnbuckle's not flat.
I'm saying the ref can do whatever they want in the magical world of pro wrestling.
This is also very fucking true.
It was awkward. Let's just go with that. It was an awkward finish.
He kind of prepped us though too with the trash can earlier. It's like, oh, we're just gonna have some weird fucking falls today.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, I don't know. That was like my one major complaint on an otherwise fucking stellar show. Like the show.
You know what? Real fights aren't perfect, so sometimes it looks a little weird, you know.
Yeah. So,
but it's preventable. Like just elbow the chair, let them roll.
There was a ton of tiny things that could have improved that, but it didn't happen. So make it the best of what we got.
Yeah,
Mickey's champion. It's fucking awesome.
And
I hope she'll stick around for a while.
She fucking better. She's goddamn champion.
Yeah.
don't you dare Alondra Blaze us.
I wouldn't mind seeing Mickey Tessa again at some point.
Yeah, that was a really good match. That was the last South of Heaven. Coming soon to XPW Blu-ray.
So that concludes our show. I would have liked to have been a fly on the wall with that ref.
And Dan, by concludes the show, Dan means that concludes our discussion of
XPW, but we are going to talk
people are clicking off. Good, we're done.
R-Truth's big return has
that
the
was
rest
cool.
of the world buzzing.
I know. I meant fucking Triple H tucked the one good fucking joke. Everyone, guys, you cocksucker.
I was gonna say I even had it down in.
We all did.
I was like, Triple H, like right when he gets into the press conference. But
we're
not going to run down the whole War Games card because everybody knows that. But we're going to talk about the cliffhanger.
The women's did a fantastic job, though. We shouldn't gloss over that. That War Game was the shit.
Their War Games on the main roster.
Hold on a second. End of the world. You promised me that last time, and I didn't get any. So I'm going to hold you to it. He's getting tamales on me at Merry Christmas too. All right. Thank you, buddy.
I still think like some of those early War Games matches in NXT, they haven't gotten close to that. But I did like that Io did the trash can spot again, which she has done before. But that's a really cool visual. The women had the better overall War Games match, but the card itself, there was nothing bad on it again. I mean, it was a really solid show with obviously a huge shock of an ending. So Pugs, it got spoiled for you because I was wondering. I was talking to Todd, who I think watched it before you, and I was like, "How pissed do you think Pugs is going to be?" Because you said you were going to take a wrestling break if Punk showed up.
I am. I'm done. I'm done.
You don't want to
watch XPW? No, I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of hearing this person's name. I'm tired of having it's annoying and it's gross and I don't feel it's not fun for me. So I'm going to pull myself out.
And you know what? If you know it's not fun for you, that's what I did and that's what I've been doing. Yeah. But now it's like, well, maybe I'll watch Monday. See, I go the opposite way.
That is my argument because I mean, there's a lot to talk about with Punk, but whether you love him or you hate him, interest level is always higher than ever when he shows up. He has an emotional connection with people that really of his era, there's not a lot of guys that were able to have that within WWE. And no matter what, like he shows up and people are losing their minds. I will say Seth Rollins, to me, that's obviously a winner.
Yeah, that 100% is. This is cult of personality. Gives me a migraine now.
Fuck yeah, Ben. Thank you.
A lot of people think that there's going to be all this trouble. I'm like, WWE is not AEW.
It's fucking a bunch of grown-ups. It's not a bunch of fucking children.
And also Triple H would not fear for his life.
No.
I do think they should have had Punk just as a gag come out at the press conference with donuts, though. Even if he just appeared like outside the curtain with the donuts and just like
I'm telling you right now, his first press conference is going to be probably the most watched one WWE's had.
You know what's really going to annoy me? When him and Miz fucking go at it up in Saudi Arabia because of all that shit he talks. It's like, you're going to take that blood money payday too, you fucking idiot. Fuck that. I can't stand this guy.
Let him. Has he confirmed he's going? I don't even know.
Confirmed what?
No, I'm just saying down the line. He's getting WWE right now.
Oh, he's definitely going to do a Saudi show. I don't think.
But the fact that he told Miz way back when to suck a blood money covered dick or whatever he said, it's like, dude, you're doing the same fucking thing. You have no morals. You fucking sellout. Fuck that guy. I don't find him entertaining. I don't at all. Like he just sucks to me. So I need to remove myself. And also fucking he's in the WWE and Bray Wyatt's dead. I don't give a fuck. Fuck everything.
Oh man, so you're not gonna watch WrestleMania?
I don't know.
Oh wow.
I may do a big show just to hang out with friends, but honestly, right now I have zero interest.
Oh,
Just do big shows. That's what I did.
Well, they're differing. A lot of different opinions here on.
I love Kevin Owens. That's about it. Gunther, I'd be like, I'm interested in, but I can just read stuff. And then on.
Oh, like, you gotta watch Gunther's matches.
I don't have to do shit, man. But like, and then I only give a shit about what the House of Black and Swerve maybe now. But like, none of this is very important to me. Like, my favorites are gone.
That's my problem now too. It's like, so I'm giving this. This is gonna. If this doesn't catch me, I'm fucking done. Like if CM Punk can make me continue to watch, then and he couldn't make me watch on Dynamite, although or whatever the fucking. But that was AEW. It's different.
CM Punk in AEW is different than CM Punk in WWE. I mean, they had a lot where they were having him wrestle. I'm not gonna say everybody's name in particular because they're not bad, but it's like Nick Wayne right now with Christian and Edge. It's like, no offense to Nick Wayne, he might end up being a big star someday, but he looks like a Make-A-Wish kid that just won a contest to be with
Zach Gowen with 2 legs.
Wait, that's like that guy in that Judgment Day. He looked like, I was like, who's this?
JD McDonough? That guy's awesome, dude.
McDonough,
that guy's awesome.
He looks like really good.
I thought it was Marco's stunt.
No, he ain't that. How dare you?
Also a much better worker than Marco Stunt. You have to, you can overcome.
I'm calling him tiny, you dumb fuck.
I get it. I'm saying though, he's not that small.
Well, they're different workers.
No, I like JD McDonough a lot, but
I don't know. You're just tiny. I was like, who's this fucking little guy on the team?
Him and Gunther
you watch
down a bunch and dragging off. Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know. This probably also feeds into it. So much hate towards Punk. I don't know. That makes me laugh. So
I see the opposite. I see so much love for this fucking idiot. I don't understand. I don't need to though. I'm glad everyone's having a good time.
You spot the love and get annoyed. I spot the hate and laugh.
That can be true.
I think he's almost like, there were a few rumors about him going to like Impact or NWA. Too big.
They can't afford him. He would be charity work in his case.
It does kind of feel like it would just be the CM Punk show. And I don't think, and that's kind of how it felt a lot in AEW. I hate to say it, but yeah, he is not everybody, but he is bigger than.
God, this would make me the happiest person in the god. Yes, I'm pulling it up. Punk.
Okay, Steve L, do you think LA Knight will get bumped to mid card now that Orton and Punk are back?
Yeah, fuck.
I don't think they're going to be on the same show.
I don't think LA. I mean, at least
Punk crushes him at Mania and we never see him again.
I'm glad I went to WrestleMania last year and didn't have to deal with this bullshit. I would have been so upset. I didn't get Bray Wyatt that year either. Honestly, if I do decide to watch WrestleMania and this dude CM Punk ends up Chris Benoiting his family beforehand and then lives the Tommy Dreamer thing that he wanted to do to Paul Heyman just to himself in front of everybody, I will be the biggest CM Punk fan ever. Until then, fuck that man to death.
And then we have the whole what's Paul Heyman going to do too, right?
Well, so
it has to be addressed at the very least. You can't just not.
Yeah, it's interesting because, all right, so Triple H isn't a thing. They've already got that photo of them hugging. Triple H can't work anymore. Vince is gone. So you can't just bring back Punk in a, I'm back for revenge. He doesn't have that
evil. Go for the doofus son-in-law.
Well, I'm saying though, he doesn't have that evil authority figure. I'm glad they won't do that, and I really hope they don't. The TV is going to be really interesting this week to see how they go about it. To me, it's simple. I never got my dream of main eventing WrestleMania. I'm entering the Royal Rumble. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. And you have a lot of these side stories that I think are interesting. to me, two stories. That's probably what WrestleMania is going to be. CM Punk finishing his story on night 1, and Cody finishing his story.
Oh, it's gonna be night 1. It's gonna be.
I'm definitely not watching that bullshit.
That's what I would think. But I think
want that night 2 WrestleMania main event.
well, that they'll leave something for him. I think
also talking shit about the fucking buy 1 get 4 free on a 4-night event when he did that fucking shitting on WWE spot.
Did you see the photo someone posted of CM Punk or when he's coming and he's out in the arena and the caption is, "Oh look, there's fans in the hard cam side."
All empty wrestling. That is funny.
Yeah, I mean, Punk certainly has a lot of people that worked with him back in the day. Straight West mentions
I
Masada.
believe I've seen an interview that touches upon this, but go ahead.
Straight West, Masada did an interview with Rene Dupree and said CM Punk was the worst wrestler he ever worked with. CM Punk is toxic.
I think it's
Steve L. Did you read Roman was at Survivor Series and was angry that Punk was there? I don't think Roman was there.
See, I think all of these. I heard this story too. I think so many of these are just.
Yeah, I honestly don't think the workers care.
and it's funny the way news gets reported now so much. It's like all trying to make you think. I'm like, this is obviously fucking a work. I don't understand like the way they fucking.
I mean, Drew McIntyre is the only one where I guess there's a little question because he didn't make a scene. He just seemed upset and he just left. But
he
again,
also took directions from the cameraman. If you look,
yeah, I think it's all probably a work. And one thing I like about this CM Punk storyline, even though I think triple threats are lazy when it comes to WrestleMania main events, I think you have Drew, who was denied his moment during lockdown, his proper moment. You got Seth and his history with Punk. There's a lot of interesting stories to tell en route to WrestleMania. And so it makes the Rumble really interesting because who knows? Is Cody going to win it? Is Punk going to win it? Is there going to be some sort of crazy swerve thrown in there?
And then you have all these opportunities to set Punk up with future stuff, touch upon past stuff. So there's a lot to do. It's gonna be his Rumble, and Pugs would hate it, so probably good.
There's ways to go about it. I mean, I'd say he's most likely to win the Rumble, but I don't know. There's different. I don't know. You've got the Shinsuke stuff that can be a roadblock for Punk. Although I don't. Apparently, those promos were not about Punk. Some people are saying Okada,
Sheamus.
but I don't quite see how.
Sheamus.
Maybe
come back too.
I think he's out for a little while.
Not that I give a shit right now, so it doesn't even matter to me.
Luckily, you're not a Giant Orton fan.
Yeah, he fucking took all of his thunder away and our truth.
It's fucking Orton.
Fair, that's as much as thunder that our truth was going to get. I think that's why they announced Orton early, so we'd at least get that initial,
so they don't chant CM Punk throughout the whole fucking night. Although now we got to live with that. Well, you guys got to live with that bullshit again.
Well, no, now they won't have to chant it all night.
They will.
They're going to the first show
out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they want to hear what he's going to say. So let's see how much
the terrorist one. Boo. He's at the dentist.
Wouldn't that they're talking about The Rock in the chat? Wouldn't that be funny as hell if it like comes down like you got like Punk, Cody, maybe you throw in like McIntyre and Gunther, and then like The Rock comes out at number 30 and just eliminates them all. They just all look
okay. Then Punk would be mad he missed it.
they just all look destroyed, laying on the floor.
That'd be kind of cool.
Then he gets his main event at WrestleMania.
Oh my god! Imagine. All right, Punk.
He gets so excited. He doesn't get so excited when he talks about XPW.
Punk doing his Rumble thing. He's getting beat down by Judgment Day. All of a sudden, you hear 3, 2, 1. Then Ace Steel comes out. He runs down to the ring and just starts biting everybody. He just like literally like just you get like some prosthetics. He like bites like fucking JD McDonough's nose off. There you go. There's Ace Steel's Rumble spot.
Straight West. CM Punk was an AEW mole all along.
I don't think so, but I'm going to say that is pretty funny if that was true.
Didn't they say the same thing about Holland Nash?
Well, they took them to pretty big heights before they destroyed WCW. So, yeah, I don't know. TV is going to be interesting. Love it or hate it. There's probably everybody's going to be tuning in now. So,
not everybody.
Minus Pugs.
Yeah. I vote with my dollar. If I don't like something, I will remove myself, and that's what I have to do right now. Because honestly, I hate even talking about it. It's fucking annoying. But now that it's off my chest, I'm good.
There you go. There you go.
Unless he fucking does the Tommy Dreamer. Seriously, I hope he gets fucking his prescription gets messed up and his depression comes back super hard and he fucking outs himself.
Imagine if he shows up and Triple H just brings some new faction, beats the shit out of him, and then Raw closes. He grabs the mic, take a Z-Pack, and he just drops the mic on him. Boom. I'm just fantasy booking it. There you go.
Oh, really? Fuck that. Leave it in.
You know what would be the ultimate slap in the face? If Triple H found a way to get Colt Cabana to come in and work with Punk.
You know, yeah, but you did get Ryback's official retirement from the ring from this.
This person already said, I meant him coming to AEW. He already backed out, little bitch.
Oh.
Ben Grimm, not sure why people want AEW to fail so bad. I don't want it to fail.
There's a couple things I really like about AEW, and unfortunately, there's a little bit more that I don't like. But I don't want them to fail. That's insane. Why would you not want there to be?
We got 4 more years until it either matches WCW or it goes away, just like WCW.
It's just a Cali independent locker room on a big fucking stage.
Although Swerving Hangman fucking rocked, man. That blood spot was fucking cool. I've seen people like drink blood before, but never like spit it out like Gangrel. I'm like, yeah, I believe these people hate each other. This is cool. Let's do this.
Who was the whiny bitch that was like complaining like this has no business in wrestling? It was
a bunch of fucking people.
For which
there was one
some former XPW people, which I'm like, I'm a UEW people. I'm like, dude, you run UEW. What the fuck are you crying about?
I haven't seen the match yet, so I don't even know what's.
He busts Swerve open and then like starts drinking out of the blood.
He like swerves on his knees and Hangman hangs underneath and he like just ketchup 57 bottle up in his mouth and then
takes a good chunk of blood.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It did a lot more violent than you would expect, and that
not the smartest thing to do in 2023, but whatever.
Yeah, it was a good. I give credit where credit is due. That was actually a pretty solid AEW show. Predictable main event, though.
Oh fuck! That made me want to. God damn it! Whatever. That made me actually want to regret not going to the show. But whatever.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not fixing this, guys. Fuck it.
All right, we're wrapping anyway.
We're wrapping. So basically, we'll have a weekly CM Punk news show at this point, leading up to WrestleMania. That poor Pugs. So, guys, great weekend of wrestling. We're happy that you came to hang out with us. Programming. So we have a Tuesday show this week, and we got some really cool reviews coming up for you on that one.
And then late Wednesday, we will have Godzilla, and the Monarch series.
Yes.
The first 3 episodes.
Yes, Godzilla -1 and Monarch and all sorts of cool stuff coming up for you guys this week. Also, since some of you don't watch the horror stuff, in the comments, join our Discord. It is free. It's a lot of cool shit in there, and that costs you nothing. Also, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. That all starts at just $1, and you help support us, and we appreciate you very, very much. And Yeah, Steve, we'll be doing Silent Night. I think that comes out though like the day after, so that'll be reviewed.
It comes out Friday.
What's
Friday,
Silent
yeah.
Night?
So
The
John
John
Woo.
Yeah, my bad. I was thinking of the Silent Night, Deadly Night redone, whatever the fuck it is.
No. I think
with,
that the title's
Newman woke up.
yeah, Joel Kinnaman. It's I think the title's a little bit of a mistake, but I am excited for that. It's weird that people aren't talking about a John Woo movie, but people really
I don't
aren't.
think he has that name power like this.
Like
It's
he
been a
used
long
to.
time. Yeah. What's his last movie that like hit?
He's had big movies, but yeah, not that action. At least Americans, it's not.
That's
like
what I'm saying. So his name's not what it was in the States for a draw. Like they're not, the teenagers aren't like, let's go see that new John Woo movie. You're gonna be like that, Chris. Yeah, and it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I think it'll be a really good movie. So
Looks fun.
Well, it does. Right. Are we doing any classic watch-alongs next month? Cliff Booth asks. Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed a question. CM Punk staying healthy. That's always a question mark. I mean, the guy's in his mid-40s. So keep living.
Paycheck was his last one 20 years ago with Ben Affleck.
Last action movie. Okay. Yeah, that one nobody remembers. Any watch-alongs next month? Probably.
Yeah, nothing that we. Oh, next month, December. Yeah, that's we don't know what yet. So
Bikini Bloodbath Christmas with Kruger, of course.
I'm just trying to get through this next couple days. So
yes, as always, hit the notification bell, subscribe if you haven't, and and demand it. Demand Kruger in XPW because we all want to see that, obviously. But if you want to see it, gotta demand it. And I think I've hit everything.
Yeah,
I'll
wrap.
Yes, that's all we got. Good night.
Good evening. And for pugs, I don't know. It's something to Disneyland. There we go. Good night.